Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here, the Wanderlust CEO. I have my good friends Faith and April joining from Going Travel Advisors. You guys, we're celebrating today. How does it feel to be Careers on Vacation grads?
It's almost hard to believe.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it went by so quickly.
12 weeks of fun and excitement. You know, I had to look for my confetti because we were celebrating big. I love it. Well, I'm so excited for you guys, and I love that you guys took this journey as partners, and this is going to be such a fun case study to share. So tell everybody, if you would, where you were before doing Careers on Vacation and where you guys are now.
Well, both of us started out in different professions outside of the travel industry. And as it happens during the holidays, we get together and remember what's important. And we very quickly started trying to reimagine what our life would look like in 2022. And I think because we had the same goals and we had the same dreams, we naturally wanted to work together to achieve those.
Yeah, we just really want our families to invest in themselves like we've invested in ourselves.
I love that. And what have been your biggest wins or celebrations since taking the program?
Honestly, how dynamic our company already is. The great thing about COV is that it gives you a lot of resources to build a solid foundation. So even though our company is only a few months old, we are so proud of how dynamic it's turned out to be already.
I love
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. I mean, we took everything from COV and we've been able to really use that to handle so many clients and client care and ever-changing vacations. It was just so good to have it done right the first time.
I love that. And I want to give you guys a big kudos. And we don't always talk about this on the case studies, but we have a video challenge inside that happens in Careers on Vacation. Faith is already laughing. She knows what I'm about to say. You guys, Faith took the video challenge to a level, a height that I've never seen anyone take the video challenge to before. Every day I would wake up and I'd be like, what am I going to learn from Kate today about, I'm sorry, what am I going to learn from Faith today about wine? And I was so excited. So tell everybody, I know this is not on our question list, but tell everybody about what you guys do that's so special. And also, Faith, you guys are here in the Texas hill country, and I was learning, and that's where I live too, and I was learning things I didn't even know. So tell everybody a little bit about your brand and what makes it special.
Well, we can't mention Going Travel Advisors without COV because honestly, we would probably be scrambling right now. Okay, so maybe we should do this next. Let's try it and see. And that's never a good recipe for success. So we always talk about how COV offers that curriculum, the coaches, and the community. And so I distinctly remember week one about the video challenge, and I said, nope, not doing it. You want to see my face there? And very quickly, our coach James encouraged me. Some of the other people within our community started posting a few things, giving those shout outs, giving those kudos. And I said, okay, I'll do one. Quickly, it escalated and it evolved because we have all of those ingredients in CO course. So I think that it's fantastic that we got to highlight Texas Hill Country, and we also got to learn what that Going Travel Advisors brand would be. You practice as a COV, see what fits and feels good, and then you turn around and you implement it in your own company. And so it really just can't say enough the curriculum, which is a community that COV offers.
I think you just created my company's tagline. I've been searching for years, and you literally just summed it up in 3 words. I may have to steal that. I love it so much. And thank you for being so open to doing video, because it's one of those things that we teach. We have those little processes to get you past the nervousness and all of that. But when you have a company like with Faith and with April, and they're willing to do that video component, what I can show you how to do in terms of now where to put it in your giant marketing machine, it's it can just really skyrocket quickly. And people don't realize video is one of those areas, if you know how to do it with strategy, right? Position yourself as an expert, learn where to put it in your marketing machines and your funnels and all of those things. It can literally equal clients and clients and clients for $0 or very low dollars. It is one of the best converters in business, and we've proven that through our YouTube channel, but I cannot wait to see what you guys do. And honestly, I'm a huge fan, and I have to tune in because I don't know. I'm not a wine connoisseur. I'm like curious about it, but I've never been that into wine. But when your information that you guys are delivering was so valuable and so spot on, I was like, tell me more, tell me more. So you are going to blow up on YouTube, and I cannot wait to like be your biggest fan. So I'm so excited for that. And speaking of, you know, different things we have in components we have in the program, you guys know mindset is a huge pillar of our program, because starting a company and doing these big things and making this big shift and coming into a new season of life, it feels really heavy really fast. Like I feel like a lot of people get excited about being a travel agent, but then the reality hits of, wow, this is hard, or this is more complicated, or this is like a lot more than I signed up for. All of those things can happen. So from day one, mindset is one of those things that we really plug in to kind of support you on your journey. What was the mindset work like for you, either in your life or business, as you work through our program?
Well, the best part about the curriculum is you have the text, you have videos, but you have live calls. And so the first live calls that we had with Brandon, he mentioned that farmer analogy. And a farmer walks out and identifies as a farmer before he can plant the seeds, harvest, and see the fruits of his labor. If he wanted to be a dancer, he wouldn't be in the field. And so we talk a lot about identifying as that travel professional. And so I think that has helped both of us. We constantly go back to the farm analogy.
Yeah, and I was in an early call with him, and it seemed like everybody was in the same sort of week. We were all like, I don't know how I want to show up on Facebook. I don't know how to post to Instagram. And he was like, everybody, stop. He was like, what I want you to do is I want you to tell your brain, okay, brain, thanks, but what if I did know? And I think that just gave all of us this sense of like, well, just go out there and be creative. Like, what if we did know how we wanted to show up today? What if we did know what our Facebook looked like? And it's just like, it allowed us to just kind of erase the perfection part of it and really get into that creative, how we wanted to show up and what was authentic to us.
Yeah, developing your brand voice is such a unique process for every individual, for every company. And it sounds easier than it actually is, because you're like, okay, I'm about to hit record, and all of the fear, all the imposter syndrome, all of the things of what you think you should be for people, versus just allowing yourself the space to grow, allowing yourself the space to have some mess ups, allowing yourself the space to be real with people. So I love that Brandon used that analogy. It doesn't surprise me at all. He's phenomenal. And just, we're all about kind of getting you guys to that results phase. And sometimes you have to be challenged and held accountable a little bit to go, but what if? But what, you know, what if we did this? And what if we do that? And what if we just go ahead and make that sale today, even though you don't feel 100% ready, because you have this team behind you, right? Curriculum coaches community, apparently, and Faith. I'm going to put that on a business card somewhere. But you have that kind of behind the scenes supporting you. I love that. Talk to me a little bit. I always like to ask this question because everybody that watches these videos, they're somewhere in the curiosity phase of, is this for me? What is it? Who's this weird lady I just found on the internet? Is it really going to be that good when I get inside the program? But I just want you to be honest. Like, what was your journey of how did you find us? And now that hindsight's 2020, what would you have wanted to know when you were in that curious phase, that now that you've worked with us over this time period, what would you want to tell those people who are kind of like peering through the window and wondering if this is for them?
Well, what we like to do during our weekly going calls, because another thing that we learned from COB is that you need to be regular, you need to have a schedule, and you need to be dedicated. So one of the first things we set up was a weekly touchstone, a weekly meeting. And in that, we'll tell each other to think big. So we would encourage everybody, think big, believe in yourself, invest yourself, and then grow yourself. And whatever that looks like to you, do it. And I would strongly encourage you, if you have that passion to be a travel professional, COB is going to get you there.
Yeah, and COB is going to do community over competition. So don't be worried about coming into it thinking, well, I'm going to be giving all of my ideas away, or I'm going to have to fight for everything that I want in here. It's community over competition, where everybody's feeding into you and you're able to feed into people. And now everybody's growing, and you can still look on with people and go back to them and see what they're doing, and really just community involvement.
Yeah, April, I love that. And it's so funny you say that, because when I started this journey and created Careers on Vacation, there was nothing like it in the industry. There's still really nothing like it in the industry. But I had peers come to me, because I've been at this almost 30 years now, and they would say, why would you tell people how to do this stuff? Like, it took you 10 years to get your systems together. Why would you share that? Like, almost like I should be hoarding the information. And the difference is when you have a fundamental belief that there is enough abundance for everybody. And this year has been the most beautiful example of that, right? Like, there's hundreds and hundreds of people that took my program when the world was shut down and had no idea that travel, if it was even going to come back, but had the faith and, like, in that, you know, standing in the field like the farmer, right? Like, should I plant some seeds? Those companies, you know, have come full circle where they were so ready. And then, like, you guys jumping on the bandwagon when, you know, our industry is seeing this huge demand for travel advisors, but having that, you know, idea that there's enough abundance for all. Like, people cannot find travel agents fast enough in the current environment. Good ones, right? Certified, skilled, trained, ones that really know what they're doing. So you guys are reaping the rewards of that. And it's like, I've been trying to tell everybody this all along. Travel is not, like, if you think of how many people travel and how many vacations they take a year, it's just like there's a Starbucks on every corner. There's a gas station on every corner, right? Travel is a trillion with a T dollar industry. So I've always believed early on that there is enough abundance, and we have proven that with our hundreds and hundreds of graduates at this point, that all of you can be successful in a big way. We can all root for each other, we can all cheer for each other, and we can all create this cool community. Like, you guys are going into our grad group now, and you know that you're going to be surrounded with hundreds of other people who are using our similar systems to grow their businesses. So I love that you brought that up, April. That doesn't come up a lot, but it's scarcity mindset versus wealth consciousness mindset, right? Like, we all actually can. And imagine this, women, what would happen if we all supported each other into our greatest goals? Woo!
Exactly.
Yeah, it's big stuff. All right, last question. Would you recommend Careers on Vacation, but why, to someone who's looking to become a travel agent?
It's that piece of creating a strong foundation. Again, we have had a lot of success in just graduating, booking clients, getting their leads regularly, but also we've had blog posts published in other outlets. I was on the first fam trip from a supplier last week.
Wait, where's the fam trip to? Where are you going?
Mexico.
Oh, nice. I love it. I love free travel before you even graduate. That's my favorite.
Right? And we've been able to invest in our local communities by sponsoring different events, different organizations. And we got to do all of that because we had that strong foundation. We had the time, the space, and energy to keep growing our company. And so I think that piece of making a strong foundation, it shouldn't be overlooked. You want to do it right the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to eliminate as many mistakes as possible, because when you can eliminate those and you can set yourself on the right path, then client care is just as easy as talking to somebody, because you're not really worried about the processes and everything. You have those. Yeah. So it's just easy to talk to somebody and love travel and love talking to them about it, and know that all of that foundation is in place.
Instead of trying to create everything. Yeah, instead of trying to create everything from scratch. Like, it took me a decade to create everything from scratch. It was not a path. I always say if I could go back and buy my own program, oh my gosh, I would have been so much better off way earlier. But I love that. And guys, if you're out there and you're watching case study after case study, I'm sure Faith and April watched their share of case studies as they were considering the program too. I want to encourage you to go to careersonvacation.com, check out the program. If what we're saying is resonating for you and you just want to have that roadmap to just get started, you want to start making sales, you want to become a skilled travel agent, but do it in a big way that is transformative, that is who our program is for. This is some of my amazing team members. I have to update that because we have several more, but this is part of my amazing team you get to work with that we were talking about, and we have the most case studies in the industry. We're so proud of that, and yes, we are ASTA affiliated, which is a big deal as well. You guys can go over to careersonvacation.com/ready now and apply for a discovery call, which is where we just talk to you about what your goals are. If it is a match to support you in reaching those goals, we will talk about how to apply for the program. If not, we'll still give you some great advice and send you on your way. As April mentioned we just care about your abundance, whether you're going to work with us or not. I mean, if we resonate with you, then it could be a fit, and we'd love to talk to you more. Faith, April, I want to tell you congratulations again. I am cheering for you so big as you continue to grow your company. Thank you for joining us today, and I know you're not going far. We'll see you over in the grad group.
Yeah, thank you.
You're so welcome. We'll see you guys later. Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out all of the other content on our channel. And if you want to follow along and travel with me around the world and see how I run my amazing travel brands and get some great tips on how to grow your own, make sure you check out that other content. I'm going to drop a couple videos here. Click those links. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.